Well, the public schools branch says it created this draft policy, sadly, because in the last year or so, several staff and students at Island schools have died. That led to a lot of questions about how to best support those grieving and how to memorialize those who passed away. There really was no policy to guide schools on those things, so the PSB came up with this.
It's a lot to think about in a school, and we're always being asked those questions. So we felt it was important to create a document that would provide consistency and support for staff going through that.
Now, people can read the draft policy on the PSB website and share their thoughts on it through an online survey. The PSB says seeking public feedback was always the plan, even before one part of the draft policy sparked controversy. The policy says it's best to avoid permanent memorials inside schools, which it says can serve as constant reminders of the loss, which may hinder the healing process for both students and staff. In late November, Kensington Intermediate Senior High decided to take down its memorial wall and to move to a virtual one. That sparked backlash, and the school put the wall back up. It also decided to keep Aidan Harrington's name attached to the school's soccer field. The former student died tragically in 2016. His mom is hoping public feedback leads to changes in the final policy that encourage permanent memorials.
I think a memorial is a place to go and feel close to that student and keep their memory alive. If somebody is honestly being triggered by it, I think they would be in the minority.
We're not saying that you can't remember a person. We're just saying that anything that you do, you have to take with consideration so it isn't going to cause any unintentional harm.
The policy on permanent memorials is based largely on research and guidance from the U.S.-based National Association of School Psychologists. Jody Curley Howard, whose brother died by suicide in the late 90s and is part of the memorial wall in Kensington, thinks that research should carry a lot of weight.
We have to put our faith in best practice and in these people who do the research. I think it's just very important that we grieve, but it's not as important as the impact that it could have on the students currently.
The PSB's director assures the survey results will be taken seriously.
Asking for feedback from the public helps us be able to take that back and look and say, did we think of everything? Is there anything that we missed or we may need to consider?
Now, Islanders have until January 31st to fill out the survey on the Public Schools Branch website. From there, the PSB will get to work on a final policy, which will eventually go to board trustees for approval. Steve Bruce, CBC News, Charlottetown.